I'm going to share with you 7 baseball hitting drills for power. I'm former MLB player Jermaine Curtis, and the first hitting drill is the Babe Ruth hitting drill. When I was doing research, when I was playing, I was like, there had to be something that Babe Ruth did that allowed him to drive baseballs. And the drill I'm going to share with you is what I found that will help you, and I'll explain why. The reason that Babe Ruth was able to drive baseballs is, one, you know, he did have some bat speed, but 2, he was hitting the ball out front. And if you're trying to drive the baseball, which if you're looking at this video, you're trying to drive the baseball, you have to get the bat head out front, but you have to do it the right way, where when you hit this ball, it backspins the correct way. It doesn't top spin, it gives you backspin that keeps driving out of the ballpark. So the first drill is the Babe Ruth drill. And basically what he did was he actually got a towel, he wrapped it up, and he put it in front of his front arm. So if you're a right-handed hitter, you would put it under your left arm. And if you're a left-handed hitter, you will put it under your right arm, okay? So me being a right-handed hitter, I'll put it under here, and he would hit using this in here. And when you take your swing, you don't want this flying all the way to the back. And the goal of this is to keep this tucked inside of your armpit. And what this is going to do is it's going to teach you how to get the bat head out front, right? I wouldn't do a lot of these because you can start rolling over, but it'll give you the feel of getting the bat head out front. So that'd be the first thing that I would do. The second drill is the FUNGO drill. So when I was in AAA with the Louisville Bats, it's the AAA affiliate of the Cincinnati Reds, I would talk to ED, Eric Davis. And if you guys know anything about ED, oh, he had lightning fast hands and he could drive the baseball. And I got on the phone with him one day because he's one of my mentors when I was playing. And he was like, hey man, you need to start using the FUNGO more to get your point of contact out front and teach you the correct way to drive the baseball. That next day, I got in there. Right? I got in there, I started using the FUNGO. And guess what happened? I hit a bomb, and here's the video right here.
He's been hit by a pitch. Here's the pitch. A swing and a drive to deep left, a line shot that's going to go for a home run. Into the seats and left for Curtis, his first of the year. Halfway up the seats, it's the first home run DuPont has allowed, and Buffalo pitching right at the top of the league in terms of homers given up. Gives up their first in a long time, and home run number 21 on the season.
Now, it was a weird swing, but I still hit a bomb my first day by using the FUNGO. After that, I was hooked, and I started to drive the ball naturally to the pull side, and just by using this FUNGO. Since it's 35 inches, you're teaching yourself naturally how to get the bat head out front. So that's the drill. You're gonna start hitting front toss with this bat in your hand, a FUNGO, or you can hit off the tee. It's gonna be longer than your normal bat. And what I would do is I would recommend hitting to your pull side gap or staying right up the middle. If you could, maybe even to right center, just stay up the middle because you don't want to get too much around it, because then when you get your bat, you're going to be a little bit too far out front. You just want to move your point of contact just a little bit, okay? You don't want to push it like too much where you're all lunging for balls. You don't want that, right? So that would be drill number 2. It's the FUNGO drill, but let's call it the Eric Davis drill since he was the reason why I grabbed the FUNGO. But first, I've created a free cheat sheet for you to help you if you're struggling to be a consistent hitter or you're lacking in power. If this sounds like you, the link will be in the description below. And this cheat sheet also comes with video training so you can see what you need to do to improve. If this is something you're interested in, link will be in the description below. And with that said, back to the video. Now the next drill, the third drill, is the Barry Larkin drill. If you know anything about Barry Larkin, you know him being a Hall of Famer, him bashing home runs, but who did he learn how to drive baseballs from? Eric Davis. And here's a drill that Barry Larkin would talk to me about, and he helped me out with the hitting approach to driving the baseball. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to have a ball in the outer corner, okay? Just like this, and let's say you're going to give me front toss. What we're going to do is you're going to flip me the ball, and when you flip it, I'm having the FUNGO in my hand. I'm just going to naturally hit this. Okay, and naturally you're going to get it out front and you're going to drive the baseball because you have a FUNGO in your hand. Now, every now and then, as the flipper, as what you're doing right now, you're going to not throw it. And when you not throw it, now I got to sit here and drive this ball to the opposite field. Okay, so back to what I was saying about a hitting approach. The hitting approach is you're looking for this pitch that's middle away, and if he throws it middle, you hammer him. And that's how you learn how to naturally drive balls without trying to turn on balls. You're using a fungo, it's light, it allows you to know immediately if you take a bad swing. Since it's so light, you'll know if you top spin a ball or if you hit it right, it will backspin correctly. You'll just be able to feel it. So it's a good way to know if your swing is good or if it's bad. The other thing is the hitting approach. Majority of pitches are going to be here. So you have to be thinking as a hitter, I'm looking for this pitch that is middle away. I'm looking for that pitch, and you have to be committed to this pitch. Kids that aren't committed to it, or when I started doing this, I wasn't committed to it. What happened is I looked for this ball that you were gonna flip right now. I was looking from this angle right here. And since you didn't flip it, then I'll be like, oh, and I'll try to hit it. And see, everything was all messed up. But if you focus on this pitch, which is majority of pitches you're going to see, then when this pitch actually comes, you're going to naturally react and get your hands and get the bat head out front and drive it. And this is what turned Barry Larkin from being a singles hitter to a home run hitter, a Hall of Famer. So, and that is credit to Eric Davis. And Eric Davis, again, using the fungo, taught him this drill and the approach and everything, and it turned and transformed Barry Larkin's career, and it transformed my career as well, because this became a staple in my process to driving the baseball. So that'd be drill number 3. So the next drill is the Robinson-Cano drill, and I know many of you have heard of it, so I'm not going to go too in depth in speaking about it, but I think it's something to add here, because again, it teaches you to drive the ball the correct way. It teaches you how to hit the ball correctly to your pull side. That's the key with driving the baseball, is hitting the ball correctly to your pull side gap, where you're not top spinning, where you're not coming around it, where you're staying through, where you get the true backspin that keeps going. And if you can start doing that, you're gonna start hitting more extra base hits and more home runs. So what is the Robinson-Cano drill? So what we're gonna do is, you're gonna have a L screen right here. You can put a screen right here, whatever screen you wanna use. So you're supposed to get close enough where the bat hits the net. And then we're trying to drive this ball, which again, we're teaching ourselves to hit this ball out front. I like this drill because when you're getting ready to hit, you're using your backside to give yourself a path to get your hands out front so you can drive this ball. So I really love this drill because of that. So that would be drill number 4 is the Robinson-Cano drill. It teaches you how to backspin the ball correctly to your pull side. One of my favorite drills. Now, the next drill is using a pitching machine. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna put it on curved balls. And the reason why you wanna put on curved balls is because we wanna train ourselves to hit the hanging off-speed pitch. If you're trying to get to college, if you're trying to get to the major leagues, there's only 2 pitches you need to hit. You need to hit a fastball at any given speed, and then the second one is a hanging off-speed pitch. Now, if the guy has a dirty split, dirty slider, hammer curve, we're not gonna hit those. And honestly, you just take those if you can see it. But if he hangs one, that's the one you got to hammer. When we're hitting off the pitching machine, we want to throw the curve balls that are hanging. And I like to put it where the ball is maybe lands, instead of landing right here, it lands maybe up here. So it's hanger that I can get the bat head out front and just drive this ball. Okay, so we need to teach ourselves to be ready to stay back and hit that hanging off speed pitch. So that's why I recommend you do the curveball drill. Now, the next drill is called the pull side gap drill. And basically what we're doing is, after you've done several different rounds in BP, where you went the opposite way, you went up the middle, you're going now to try to hit it to your pull side gap. And I would recommend you do this on a field, because we want to look to see what our baseball is doing after we hit it. What kind of backspin are we getting? You know, when I was playing with the Cincinnati Reds, when Joey Votto would hit a baseball, he would take a second and look at the the ball. Now I know he's earned his money and he earned his respect, but what I learned is that, yeah, we need to see how our ball is spinning. If it's spinning a certain way, we know we're doing something a little off in our swing. When we hit it to our poolside gap, to have that backspin that's true. Because once you do that in the actual game, that ball's going to continue to carry another 20, 30, 40 feet and go out of the ballpark. And if you clicked it just a little more out front, bam, now you hit it to your pool side as a home run. So we want to stay in our gap. We don't want to try to pull. We want to stay in our pool side gap. We want to watch the backspin, and we want to really practice that swing and have that swing. But first, I created a free cheat sheet for you to help you if you're struggling to be a consistent hitter or you're lacking in power. If this sounds like you, the link will be in the description below. And this cheat sheet also comes with video training so you can see what you need to do to improve. If this is something you're interested in, link will be in the description below. And with that said, back to the video. Now the last drill is the hitter's count drill. It's one of my favorite drills and I'm happy to share it with you. So with this drill, what you're gonna do is you're gonna have someone throw you BP. And what they're gonna do is they're going to simulate yourself being in hitter's count. I like to say 0-0 is a hitter's count because a lot of times pitchers are gonna throw a fastball down the middle or around the zone. So I'll say 0-0, 2-0, 3-1, you get it. So we wanna think that we're in a hitter's count. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put ourselves in that situation and we're gonna tell ourselves we're looking to do damage. Hitting for power is also a mindset. If you have a mindset of I'm going to just put a ball in play, you're not going to drive the ball. So by telling ourselves that we are going to do damage, we're going to drive this ball in this hitter's count, we're going to train ourselves to be in that mindset, we're going to get better pitches to hit and we're going to take our A swing against those pitches, okay? So that is what I would recommend, and I really like this because you might figure out as a hitter that you like pitches that are up here. You notice that when you're thinking this process 2-0 and your dad or your coach throws the ball up here, that you hammer that pitch and you drive it. Or you might figure out that balls that are low, you hammer, but you start to realize what pitches that you start to do damage on and what works for you with the mindset of you're trying to do damage. So I really like this because it's not only what you're doing at the play as far as your mechanics, the way you think at the play also changes your swing. So if you're thinking just put it in play, what do you think you're gonna do? Just put a ball in play. But if you're thinking I'm about to do damage right now, look at my mannerisms, look at how my body's moving now, I'm confident, and you're looking to be aggressive to hammer that baseball. I highly recommend you use the hitter's count drill, and if you enjoyed this, please do me a favor and hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and if you're looking for more videos similar to this video right here will help you to increase your power. It's helping a lot of players across the country, and it's what I do with my clients when I work with them one-on-one or online. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.